As a devoted cinephile, I must caution fellow readers, spoilers abound for Rebecca Yarros Onyx Storm. The novel conclusively unveils Violet Sorrengail's second Signet, and it seems this revelation will significantly impact the forthcoming Empyrean Series installment. There's been a flurry of intriguing speculation about how Violet's dream walking will unfold in the wake of Onyx Storm's jaw-dropping finale. Just prior to the final battle, Andarna bestows upon Violet the gift of dream walking, leaving her little time to comprehend its implications for her character. The irids warn Andarna that this ability is perilous, and the fact its Inntinnsic power further emphasizes this point. As a film enthusiast, I can't contain my excitement for the upcoming sequel of the Fourth Wing series. In this next installment, we'll witness Violet delving deeper into her second Signet, a power she barely grasped in the first 3 Empyrean Series books. Now that she has unveiled its true nature, Violet is about to tap into an astounding potential that we've only caught glimpses of less than 10%, according to author Rebecca Yarros on TikTok. The dreamwalking ability we've seen so far is just the tip of the iceberg, and it's intriguing to ponder where this newfound power might lead Violet, and with fans speculating wildly about her possible growth as a force to be reckoned with, I can hardly wait to see how the next Empyrean Series book will unfold. Right out. Violet will use her dream walking to talk to and find Xaden in the next Empyrean book. It's the best way to keep their romance central to the story. In the concluding part of Onyx Storm, Violet and Xaden part ways as Xaden succumbs completely to his venomous transformation and departs, advising Violet not to seek him out for her own safety. It's clear that Violet will endeavor to find Xaden when the next book in the is released. In fact, might have hinted at how she'll locate him by using the compass she received on Zahilna. And nevertheless, there are speculations suggesting that Violet may instead use her second Signet ring to trace Xaden. It follows logically that Violet can exploit dreams to pinpoint Xaden's location and activities, rendering him powerless to ward her off during sleep. And consequently, if Violet recognizes where Xaden travels, she will have a chance to pursue him. At the minimum, it appears unavoidable that in Onyx Storm sequel, Violet will likely employ her second Signet to communicate with Xaden in dreams. It's challenging to envision a whole Fourth Wing book with the pair completely estranged, and maintaining their romance through shared dreams is the most straightforward method to preserve their relationship while they are apart. Over the last 2 years. And then Violet will use her second Signet to spy on enemies in Onyx Storm's sequel. She could use it against Navarre's leaders and the Venom. In the upcoming sequel of, it's probable that Violet will employ her dreamwalking Signet to search for Xaden, yet she possesses an additional capability. She can utilize it to spy on her adversaries. The characters infrequently find themselves stuck between the Venin and Navarre's leaders, making it challenging to determine who brings them more trouble throughout the first 3 books. Although the Venin pose a clear danger, Navarre's superiors often hinder Violet and her companions from taking the necessary actions against them. Um, they are likely to become even greater obstacles for Violet now that lives have been lost. Dragon eggs have been stolen, and Xaden is missing. Thankfully, Violet's fresh ability grants her a peek into others' minds, a skill she can perform covertly since Xaden doesn't sense or perceive Violet in his dreams. And this stealthy talent could enable her to eavesdrop on people, thus revealing their real intentions and secrets. Such insight would prove useful against the Venom, but it might also expose the true loyalties of Navarre's leaders, potentially unveiling more traitors or members of the Venom among more creatures among. It appears that this ability may be instrumental in uncovering their hidden agendas. Somely, and I still have lots of the planet. I wouldn't have Violet can use Dream, and walking to physically trap or harm people. Violet's Dream, walking could be more physically dangerous than she thinks, despite Violet generally not appearing to use her power for harm. It's not entirely implausible that she could cause physical damage with her second Signet. The series The Empyrean has yet to fully explore dreamwalking capabilities, leaving room for speculation that Violet may be able to engage in physical interactions within the dreams of others. And any actions taken against people in their dream state might have real world repercussions, potentially leading to unsettling outcomes if she resorts to aggression during her dream intrusions. If Violet doesn't venture too deep, she could potentially restrain adversaries using her Signet. Some Reddit users speculate that Violet may have the ability to imprison other characters within a surreal realm, which would prove useful for diverting enemies or temporarily eliminating them from the game. And although the psychological aspects of Violet's new talent are captivating, there's also a risk that her dream walking could pose physical danger as well. Two, Violet will influence and control other characters in their waking hours. Her power could even shape other characters' features. As a devoted reader of the Empyrean series, I've discovered an intriguing aspect of Violet's abilities in Onyx Storm. She has the capacity to interfere with Xaden's dream. If this is merely 10% of her potential, imagine how much more impact she could have as she hones her skills. The upcoming book might showcase her using dream manipulation to subtly guide or control people's behavior while they're awake. It's no surprise that the irids perceive Violet's power from Andarna as potentially hazardous, given its potential to reshape the future. According to a discussion on Reddit, Violet has the ability to impact people's daily lives through their dreams, instilling fears or compelling them to act uncharacteristically. Some readers speculate that Berwyn also possesses this dream-walking skill, which might explain why Xaden experiences transforming into Venom before it actually happens in the book. If Violet can control other characters in such a way, her power is indeed perilous, and it could be utilized in intriguing and spine-tingling scenarios. What does it mean for? Violet will need to face Berwyn, who is the Venom balance of her Signet. Berwyn may also be a dream walker. In the book Onyx Storm, it is shown that potent venom not only possess deadly poison, but also exhibit signet-like powers. That text suggests that nature strives for equilibrium by equipping these venom with abilities comparable to those of strong riders. That Violet suspects that Theophany is her power counterpart throughout most of Onyx Storm, but the silver-haired Venin eventually discloses that she's a master of storm manipulation, making Lilith Sorrengail an equal match for her. Some readers speculate that Berwyn could be Violet's Venin doppelganger, as he appears to have the ability to control people's dreams and potentially walk in dreams as well. And reading this passage provides a sneak peek into how Violet's abilities might evolve with training, and it sets up an anticipated confrontation between Berwyn and Violet in future books. And while such a clash appears imminent, the fact that both characters possess dream powers adds an extra layer of intrigue. And Onyx Storm, it seems, hint at Berwyn's potential as another Dreamwalker. However, only the next sequel will reveal this for certain.